Welcome to the show, my friends. Today is our winter home improvement show. And what better way to start a home improvement show than to start in the kitchen while cooking? And we heard one of our coworkers does a mean shrimp and grits. And we didn't wait a minute. We just asked King 5's traffic anchor, Shanté Sumpter, to come join us. She is the chef in the house this morning. Hi, Shanté.
Hi, Amity. I am happy to be here, and you can see things are already sizzling.
They are already sizzling.
Ready to go.
I have to say, I always love having you on the show, but I really love having you on the show when you cook for us. So let's get started. We got the butter going, but we also got the grits already cooked. How do you cook your grits?
So right here, we have the butter and a little olive oil. So since this is popping, we'll go ahead and
let's put the shrimp on right away. No messing around
here.
And
then we'll get into the grits. So the secret ingredient, game changer. You know, when you make grits, usually it calls for water, but instead of water, we have chicken broth. Which is what we're smelling. You know, you can smell it percolating in here.
That's genius.
That's game changer. So the grits pretty much already made, but we want to get the shrimp going, so I'm going to drop them in here.
And what do you put on the shrimp?
So the shrimp has Old Bay seasoning.
Oh, very East Coast.
Yes, a little chicken broth will go in here eventually. Okay. We have some garlic powder, some onion powder. Then we let this marinate for about 30 minutes or so, and then, you know, got it going. So I think that's enough shrimp in here for now.
Well, let's just put all the shrimp in, because we're going to have to feed the whole crew. So
that's right. Okay.
I'm here for all the shrimpies.
Look, right.
Because sharing is caring.
You are working efficient, because with these tongs, it was not working. So that's why we're a team.
Teamwork
makes the dream work. So back to the grits. So Amity, I'll have you go ahead and pop that off. The grits is going. We're going to put a little butter in here to make it nice and creamy.
And by a little, she means like a quarter stick.
Yeah, you know, I'm from the South, and we don't really do healthy that much. So this is a little salt.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little pepper, and another game changer.
What?
Heavy cream. So this is some heavy cream.
What about a cup or a quarter?
You know, we're eyeing it, but I'm gonna say this is probably like 1/4.
Okay, 1/4. All right.
So go ahead and stir that. You see how creamy it's getting?
Yes.
See?
Super healthy. I'm feeling this for my super healthy springtime.
I can taste it already. I'm getting excited. So while that's happening, you know, we still have our shrimp going. One thing about the shrimp, pay attention, guys, because nobody wants chewy shrimp. So really, you only have about, I would say, do it about, 3 minutes on each side, something like that.
Okay. I didn't realize that shrimp, you got to get it quick like that or get chewy. I don't cook a lot of shrimp, so I'm actually really glad you're showing me how. Also, we really need to work on getting some non-stick pots here.
Look, you're doing a great job, though. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that.
I'm proud of you. I need to turn this up a bit. So while we flip that, we'll continue that. I have another job for you with the grits. So, see, we have to be efficient. We keep two things going at one time.
This is kind of like you got to kind of be on top of it. No kids running around. I mean, well, the kids are always running around, but you've got to make sure that you're dedicated to the kitchen when you're making this. I feel
yeah. Don't put all of this cheese, but eye it. I say, yeah,
that much?
That's a good number.
Wow.
And
that's feeling the dairy in this dish.
Yeah, you know, if you have some dairy issues, I'm sure dairy-free whipping cream and all of that would help. But you see how things are really coming together now?
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you.
That smells good.
And our shrimp's about done. Okay. So we'll keep that going. Let me turn this up a bit more.
Get these little shrimpies nice and done.
A couple of them are acting like they don't want to go, but
like that guy.
In the South, pretty much grits is a breakfast staple. You know,
I feel like grits is an all the time staple. You can eat it. It's like Italians. We have polenta, which is kind of it's not really quite a grit, but it's kind of the same thing. You can eat it whenever you want. You can eat polenta for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's how I feel. So
about grits.
I've been making grits forever, and anytime, look at you.
I'm just making sure it doesn't stick.
I am proud. So I'm going to turn this up a tad, because now that our shrimp are almost done, we need to make a little sauce to put this on. So let me pop that up one more time. I think you're good here.
Think I'm good? Should I remove that from the heat?
So we can leave it on, but we'll have it very low.
Very low.
Very low, because we don't want things to start scorching in here.
Yeah.
And now
like those shrimpies.
Those shrimps
They look like they need a little more heat.
Yeah,
on them.
they need
so
a
let's
little
let them heat
so
real
we're gonna
quick.
have to move some things over.
And you know what? I have to say thank you to Shanté because seriously, you being here this morning, I know you had a really long morning already doing traffic, especially in all the snow.
The snow was quite the surprise. I mean, Rich told us it was snow,
Right.
but I guess seeing is kind of believing. So yeah, you see when we turn that heat up, things are really starting to go here. So maybe we move the ones on the edge because our eye,
Yeah.
you know, but you want your shrimp to be a nice orange color. When they are nice and orange, that's how you know. So maybe move some of those from the outside,
Okay.
bring those in a bit.
Let you do that while I make
you
sure that
have
the
it.
grits aren't getting
Yeah,
stuck.
you keep stirring the grits. That's a key component.
I'm really trying to be your MVP here right now.
You are. You're always the MVP.
Oh my gosh, that looks delicious.
Yeah, I would say these are
Those look pretty
pretty
done now.
done.
Okay.
So what we'll do is remove the shrimp. I'm trying to remove them as fast as we can, but
You're fine.
you know we're losing a little.
We're losing a little.
We're losing a little steam.
Shrimps are not easy to get going. Here, I'm just gonna put these guys in a little bit more.
Yeah, some of them need to come
It's hard.
back.
This is a new range for us too, and y'all know how different it is when you're cooking on something that you haven't really cooked on before. So that's always, I always give my guests a big high five because you know you're not cooking with your utensils, you're not cooking with the things you've cooked with before, and you're still trying to make a beautiful meal. What about these peppers? Is this what goes into the sauce?
That's what's going to go in the sauce. So now that we're removing these shrimp, you see that little sauce that you have left in there?
Yes, just that butter left over. It's kind of like a roux, right?
Before that, we need a little minced garlic.
Okay, so we'll put the
So
garlic in.
drop maybe about I would say a tablespoon or so. in.
Tablespoon.
Yeah. Drop that in.
All right, I just want to.
We'll let that go.
I'm gonna eyeball that. All right.
for a
So we only
little.
got about 30 seconds left. So just kind of walk me through the next few steps.
Okay,
While
so
we have you do this on
While
the
that's
side.
going,
Yeah.
the next thing we would do is put some flour in or cornstarch because you know you have to thicken things up.
You really are kind of making a roux there.
So, yep, there we go.
Okay.
Now you want to drop in your wet ingredients. So that would be your peppers, onions. Drop about half of that.
Oh,
It's okay. The more the
half
merrier.
or more. And then is this cilantro?
And no, that's
That's
parsley
parsley.
for the end.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll
then-
just leave that on the side.
While that's going, we would go ahead add some more butter because
Of
butter
course.
is the secret ingredient.
So make
to
sure you have
everything.
about a stick of butter.
Yeah, you need about a stick. And then we would add some chicken broth here.
And then let that all cook down.
Let that all cook down.
Okay.
And then we would add the shrimp back in.
All right. We are going to get ready to try this. This is about finished up, and we're going to be giving it a taste a little bit later in the show. Shanté, I'm so glad you can make all this happen. We love you to pieces. And she is sharing her recipe for shrimp and grits on our website, so you are welcome.